Good morning everyone. Today we shall start our new chapter, which is name is Major Landforms of the Earth. Previously we have seen major domains of our Earth and just a little difference between our old chapter and this new chapter. See, firstly, we have to conclude the name of our chapter. What the words of our chapter saying to us? See, major landforms of the earth. Right? Here is a word we can see landforms. Right? Landforms. That means landforms made by land, but what type? Various kind of type. We can see in these forms various kinds. Now I am going to show you a figure of this various kind of land. See, in this chapter we can see here a big hill station or mountains. We can see in the figures. See, mountains, plateau, then lakes, rivers, tributaries, plains, basins, hills, mountain range, right? Then straight iceland, deltas, peninsulas. All these things are landforms. That means a land has. That means land is many types of lands in our earth. See, recently we have seen our figure. You must have seen some of the landform features as shown in the figure recently. You will notice that the surface of earth is not same everywhere. As I told you recently, our surface is not similarly. It has difference step by step. The earth has infinite variety of landforms, variety types. Which are word used here? Varieties, types. Regarding to our lands, land formation, various kind of lands, variety of lands. Some parts of the lithosphere may be rugged and some flat. If you go to the mountain area, to the hill station, we can see there slope to that land. And if you go to the farm, you can see the flat lithosphere. These landforms are a result of two processes. You will be amazed to know that the ground earth standing on is slowly moving. Within the earth, a continuous movement is taking place. That means, if you go to the hill station or mount, there may be place. And if you go on that place, we will be slowly, right? And moving slowly. The first or the internal process leads to upliftment and sinking of the earth's surface at several places. That means the landforms by its internal processes like volcanoes, earthquake. This is the internal processes of our earth, and by these processes there may be created various kind of plants. See, what is the various kind of lands? The second or external process is the continuously wearing down and rebuilding of the land surface. That means, you know, all of you, winds are flowing continuously surface on the earth. This wind hit to the surface of earth and it make a small particles of the lithosphere. That's why the second thing is external process is the cause of rebuilding of land surfaces. The wearing away of the earth surface is called as erosion. Wearing away of the earth surface is called as erosion. That means a water, a sunlight, a air affect on the surface of the earth and it change surface into the small particles. We can say to this thing erosion. What? The surface is being lowered by the process of erosion and rebuilt by the process of deposition. These two processes are carried out by running water, ice, winds. Broadly, we can group different landforms depending on elevation and slope as mountains, plateaus and plains. Write down here one thing. How to create our soil. Make the soil making process. Right here. Water, air, and also sunlight affect to surface of earth and by this things erodes of lithosphere. And with the help of these three things, the soil deposit to another place. That means water carry soil, then here also carry soil. Sunlight affect to earth surface. That means sunlight also help to erode of lithosphere, and it also help to make a small particles of earth surface. That is why we call these three things helper of soil making. See then mountain. A mountain is a natural elevation of the earth's surface. See, when we go to the hill station, we can see there various kind of plants. There is no similar surface area. Just where is high and where is deep. That means deep and high area surface we can see there. That's why we can say here a mountain is a natural elevation of the earth's surface. The mountain may have a small summit and a broad base. That means if you see to the mountain, we can say the foundation of that mountain is very broad and its peak is small summit. That means very narrow and small. It is considerably higher than the surrounding area. Some mountains are even higher than the clouds. As you go higher, the climate becomes colder. You can see on the hill station or on the mount, there is difference between climates, and that mountain may be higher than clouds. We can see there this difference from land to mountains. And if you go higher to higher on the mountain, you can feel their coldness. That means on the surface of the earth and on the mountain, we can feel their difference between atmosphere also. In some mountains, there are permanently frozen rivers of ice. We can hear in the news channels and in the newspapers. What? Frozen rivers. What about frozen rivers or about ice, which is located or which is situated on the mountain area. Because why? Because why? A mountain area has, that means mountain area is the coldest area. Recently, as I told you, when we go higher to higher, we feel their coldness, and because that coldness, there is frozen rivers and ice also, and we can say to that thing glaciers. There are some mountains you cannot see as they are under the sea. Another thing is a big mountains also in the oceans, and it is larger than on the surface area. There are some mountains you cannot see as they are under the sea because of harsh climate. That means another mountains, that means another mountains we can get in the sea also. Less people live in the mountain area. Because why? Because why? Their atmosphere. Since the slopes are steep, less land is available for farming. On the hill station or on the mountain is no farming area, no land, and the mountain area is very it has a slopes and steeps. That's why humankind cannot live there. And this is the cause of rare humanity on the mountain area. Tomorrow we will continue our this chapter. Thank you.